Let's watch. The problem with white people.
As you may know, this country has had some issues with race.
Okay, true. What's up? I don't really care about Jon Stewart's take. I just want to hear Ben Shabibo's take, because Ben Shapiro got triggered by this, so let's watch that instead.
Really hate you. Our cultural elites, they hate you. They really, really hate you. They love them. Right? Everything for them is about assuring their own sense of virtue and a place for them among the peoples. This is their goal. And never do you see this more than when it comes to people who are just panderers like Jon Stewart. So Jon Stewart has a new show on Apple TV. And this new show is basically just old man spouting left-wing propaganda talking points. And it's awkward. It's hard to watch. But it does demonstrate how members of the left think of you, particularly in our entertainment elite. This is how they think of you. And they wish to push the most left-wing views imaginable. So here is Jon Stewart. This is the other night. Doing first of all, the screen cap is everything. It is a white man sitting in front of a bill, in front of a board that says, the problem with white people.
Why are you mad? What? Like, when a black person says that, you say they're racist against white people. Why can't white people say it? He's white. Is it just like no one should be able to say it? Like, there's no... Ben Shapiro routinely says in the most sanctimonious and annoying way, why can't black people change their own culture inside of their own communities? And it's like, okay, well, why can't white people do that, you know? Incredibly racist, by the way. I mean, and also idiotic to assume that, like, black people are okay with violence in black communities and aren't trying to overcome their material conditions regularly. But, you know, that's besides the point. But when white people want to do white people business, he's like, nope, not allowed. No one should be able to say that there's any issues with white people. All right, let's continue.
White people looking like they are carving a turkey for dinner. It's like a traditional white family. When I say traditional, I mean it looks like mom and dad and some kids and some grandkids. The problem with white people, says this old white man. And yes, Jon Stewart now qualifies as an old white man. Here he is ranting about how white people are the worst, Jon Stewart.
For however sincerely we want to reckon and listen, the truth is America has always prioritized white comfort over black survival. Black people have had to fight so hard for equality that they've been irreparably set back in the pursuit of equity.
So this 59-year-old white man is telling you that white people have always prized their own comfort. Now, apparently it doesn't apply to him, but here's the thing. It does apply to him. It does apply to him because Jon Stewart is about assuring his own comfort, his own ideological comfort. It makes him feel better to dissociate from the other bad white people. When he says this, he becomes one of the good white people. There's a point that black author Shelby Steele has made repeatedly in his book, White Guilt, that so much of our current media culture, so much of our elite culture is driven by white liberals who wish to run the whole thing. And no more even white liberals, white radical leftists who wish to run the whole thing. And the way that they get to maintain their moral imprimatur is by condemning all the other bad white people, all the other bigoted people.
Is this just 6 minutes of Ben Shapiro being like, my feelings are incredibly hurt by this person, so I'm just gonna straw man him and fucking like, and talk about like white liberals showing that they're good white liberals? Like, so what is he supposed to do? Like, what do you mean? Should he be arming like a Black Panther Party faction or something? Like, what is it? Then at least he would be honest. Like, what do you want? It's the first step is for a white dude to turn around and tell other white dudes like, hey man, you know, we got some issues that we got to look at. And then maybe you can arrive at the, you know, reinstituting a real Black Panther party of Maoist third worldists that you arm, okay? If you want to do that. Saying other white people suck is an easy way to score points in virtue signal. There are ways that people do that. And it's fucking annoying. Like, whenever... I mean, you know how it is. It's on Twitter all the time. My man said virtual signal. It's the Black Panther is really important for the black community. So today, I'm not actually buying a ticket to watch Black Panther on opening day. I'm letting black people enjoy it. I don't want to harm them with my white presence. It's like, shut the fuck up, fucking weirdo. Shut the fuck up. You are not a serious person. You're not a real person. You are a psychopath. That is a good example of someone who is out of their fucking minds, okay? That might even be well-intentioned liberal, but they are purely performative, and they're doing that shit, again, for brownie points for the most part, to say how good of a white person they are. But the issue with that is they're centering themselves in a conversation that they don't need to be in at all, okay? And they're centering their whiteness in a conversation that does not even need to happen at all. So when Ben Shapiro shits on people like that, I agree. I mean, it's dumb as fuck. Ben Shapiro is still in the wrong regardless, But I don't think that's what Jon Stewart is doing in this situation. Like, this is what
Clearly,
fired
we
off
want
this
to
rant.
The truth is, America has always prioritized white comfort over black survival.
And that's 100% an undeniable truth. It's true. So why the fuck are you mad about that? Showcasing how uncomfortable you are as a white person when even another white person says, we prioritize white comfort over black survival. It's true as fuck. It's literally what Republicans do on a daily basis. Being more offended about someone being called a racist than the actual racist action itself is the perfect example of this. And you see it all the fucking time. Someone will do something racist. The other person will say, you're racist for doing that. And then people will literally turn around and go, yo, what the fuck? Can't believe you said the real N-word, Nazi, fucked up.
And so there was this very strange and awkward exchange between Jon Stewart and Andrew Sullivan, who is a gay white man, and a crazy white race-baiting lady named Lisa Bond. Lisa Bond runs an organization that is just one of the great grifts I've ever heard of. I've talked about it on the program before. She runs it with Sarah Rao, and the entire thing is she gets together with guilty white upper crust liberals, and she lectures them about racism. It is called Race to Dinner. It costs $2,500, and you can enlist the services of Race to Dinner, according to Mediaite, whose helpful grifters will come to your house, eat your food, and tell you how racist you are. It's an actual thing.
Oh, that shit is a grift, though. Straight up. It's awesome. That is like a hilarious grift, for the record. I mean, Ben is a grifter for racism. This is an anti-racist grifter. Shit's funny as fuck, okay? It's so stupid. And it absolutely done to milk silly, kind of conservative, liberal, lib wine moms. Milk them for like $1,000, okay? To just sit there and be told that you're like racist across the board, okay? It's just, you're robbing them consensually. But also, Ben Shapiro robs Republicans all the goddamn time of their money by telling them they're going to get a different kind of razor. But this razor is going to be racist. Takes one to know one, I guess.
Jon Stewart has on Lisa Bond and Andrew Sullivan. And Andrew Sullivan points out that wokeness is a big negative. For the vast majority of Americans, they're not interested in being categorized by race. They want to be treated as individuals. And Lisa Bond goes off on Andrew Sullivan because, after all, he has no authority to speak. He is a white man. Now, just on the intersectional hierarchy, let's point out here that Lisa Bond is a white woman. Andrew Sullivan is a gay white man. So I don't know Lisa Bond's sexual orientation, but assuming that she's not gay, this means that he outranks her on the intersectional hierarchy because Andrew Sullivan is openly gay.
Bro, these dudes talk about the intersectional hierarchy more than the left that supposedly has cultivated it, by the way. It's such a funny, it's another one of those like weird things where they make it seem like there is like some kind of ranking. But it's like, it's not a thing. It's just the only time it's applicable is if you're talking about personal experiences. And even then, you have every opportunity to say, fuck off, I don't give a shit. I say it all the time. I've been very publicly talking about anti-racism for 10 years. I've been doxxed. My family's been doxxed. I've been fucking, I've been attacked. People have been lying about me for 10 fucking years for that reason. And motherfuckers still call me racist. What are you gonna do? Who gives a shit? Just tell them to shut the fuck up and move on. You know what I mean? So even if someone does try to pull rank, even when it's appropriate, because you can talk about like personal experience, you just say, who cares? Shut up. Yeah, I'm racist. I'm sorry. And it's always hilarious that these like right-wingers have created this like rigid hierarchy of oppression, and they are the only ones holding on to it. Most normal human beings are like, yeah, fuck off. Shut up. No.
That doesn't matter. Because Andrew Sullivan is about to say something that is not in line with leftist thinking. You only get to be on the leftist intersectional hierarchy if you agree with everything that they say, which is how Jon Stewart gets to say the things he says. So Lisa Bond is about to rip into Andrew Sullivan, and Jon Stewart will agree because Jon Stewart has lost the thread, because left-wing America has lost the thread.
I don't care if we say we're abolitionists. I don't care if we say we're progressive. I don't care if we're literally members of the KKK. Every single white person upholds these systems and structures of white supremacy, and we have got to talk about it.
If I could finger snap, I would finger snap right now.
Because finger snapping. And look at all these white people talk about how morally superior to you they are. We have to talk about it, says Lisa Bond. Okay, let's talk about how much money you are making off of stupid radical leftists who think that they've alleviated their white guilt.
Lisa Vaughn, it's bullshit. Why are you making money off of like telling white people that they're racist when you should be like me, telling white people that they should be racist, and then you can make $100 million instead? This is literally two fucking grifters, and Lisa Vaughn is like one of those, I think. There's a couple of them out there where it's great, okay? You're just, one is milking, it's the same audience too. One's milking the centrists for, feeling bad about themselves. And then the other one is milking the centrists for who shouldn't feel bad about having racist opinions. You know what I mean? It's like, no, actually, here, let me intellectualize your point of view. Let them
By
fight.
hiring a white broad to tell them about their own internalized racism.
Broad.
You morons. I mean, it's just incredible. But this has bled up to every element of our society, every element. The radical left, everything that starts off as a radical left proposal in America eventually becomes mainstream. And so now you have, for example, the NFL, which has announced that they are going to create rules that force the hiring of women and people of color. Force it, which, by the way, is a violation of the Civil Rights Act. And we talked at the beginning of the show about the Biden administration suggesting it's a violation of the Civil Rights Act for you to say, I don't want my kindergartner indoctrinated with LGBTQ propaganda. You know what's actually a violation of the Civil Rights Act? Hiring people because of their race. That is a violation not only of the Civil Rights Act, it's a violation of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution.
Ben Shapiro literally is anti-Civil Rights Act, so I don't know why he's talking about this for the record. He's literally talked about how this is compelling businesses to do what they, this is compelling businesses to do things, and he is against it. So make no mistake, he is not pro-Civil Rights Act, regardless, okay? His approach here, which is already like completely fucking misrepresenting what the overall intentions of the Civil Rights Act were, okay? Regardless, he's not even a fan, so sorry.
To actually hire a, quote, a female or a member of an ethnic or racial minority as an offensive assistant coach in 2022. So it's now a make-work program for affirmative action candidates over in the NFL. Why? Because after all, we are also racist. We are also racist. And this myth must continue to be pervaded, that America is a deeply racist country.
It's not even like, I mean, dude, he didn't mention why America is not racist at all. They've like given up on that. They've basically completely given up on even like trying to disparage the notion that America is a white supremacist country built with white supremacist foundations and has a lot of white supremacist attitudes that still fester and are baked into a lot of our institutions. Like, he's not even trying to disparage that. He's not even trying to attack that. He's just saying like, it's a myth. And then he's continuing. That's all.
Data. We are perhaps the least racist country on planet Earth. It's amazing how critics of America have spent zero time actually investing.
America, famously the least racist country on earth. You know, when motherfucking the UK was like, yeah, okay, we should stop with this chattel slave shit. America was like, no. America was like, what? No. Stop. No, we will continue it. And then literally we're like, yeah, now that we did this whole like, now that we fought this whole fucking war over it, maybe we should just continue, I don't know, doing Jim Crow laws and stuff for another 100 fucking years, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
So solipsistic and self-centered. The only country on earth apparently is America.
So solipsistic. Oh, that's the new thing that I hear so much from these like dumbass lib-brained idiots is like, you're actually centering America in this conversation by saying America is the most racist country on earth. It's like there are other countries that are significantly more racist than America. It's literally like the same shit I hear about my Ukraine-Russia coverage where people are like, imagine thinking America has any say in what's going on in Ukraine, dude. What an America-centric take. I'm actually the real progressive. That's why I don't have an America-centric take, actually, in this situation. But also, where the fuck would Ukraine be without America's weapons? And without the West weapons, obviously nowhere. And it's a good thing that they are able to defend themselves. But holy shit, this idea that like America has no issue or America has no say or involvement in what's going on in Ukraine is fucking ridiculous. It's not like Ukraine is literally speaking to the Congress of, the Democratic People's Republic of Congo. They're talking to the American Congress. Why is Zelensky fucking constantly doing coverage, speaking in English